Lab Series amplifiers were produced by Norland Music Inc. in the latter 1970s. These amplifiers came in various electric guitar configurations: the L3, L5, L7, L9, and L11. To me, the biggest and baddest of the Lab Series amps is the mighty L11, a 200-watt powerhouse head that pumps out clean musical tone that rivals any proper tube amp. But all that power creates a lot of heat, which leads to the L11's one drawback. You see, these amps were designed, at least in part, by Moog Music Inc. and were made in the United States by red-blooded American craftsmen, which means they're over-engineered and practically bulletproof, which means the fan has enough power to start a jet engine, which is noisy, like having a blow dryer in the room. Today I'm going to fix that problem. I'll replace the stock fan in my L11 with a newer, quieter fan. As you'll see, it's no big deal. Do I have to mention all the safety stuff? Amplifiers use electricity. Electricity kills. Unplug the amp, don't probe the inners randomly with conductive objects, and do all of this at your own risk. The original fan. It's an old Howard Industries fan. It's built like a tank. It's been in service for 40-something years without any trouble whatsoever. And as you can see, it's 115 volts AC, which means it's suitable for plugging straight into the wall. Oddly enough, it terminates in a standard AC outlet plug, which is actually quite handy when you want to replace one of these things. The plug is actually soldered to the terminals on the fan itself. Here's the new fan. It's an EBM Pabst model 4530Z. Again, 115 volts. It's a little bit less wattage and a little bit fewer RPMs than the original, but that's to be expected since it is advertised as being a lot quieter. It terminates with some flat tabs there, and I have actually found these are pretty easy to find. It's just a plug that you can plug straight into the fan on this end, and then on this end you've got the standard two-prong AC outlet. I'm going to have to, as you can see, one of these is bigger than the other because it's polarized. I'm going to have to shave that down because the old Lab Series did not integrate that design on the inside when it was made. So I'll just take a file to that and flatten it out. If you cannot find one of these, it's really no problem to take these connectors and solder the cable onto it and cover it up with shrink wrap or something. One other thing about the original is that these mounting holes here are actually threaded. The ones in the new fan are not threaded. Now I could take a bolt and get one of those nylon nuts and tighten it up and mount it that way, but I don't like having to deal with extra parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this out, put a thread in it, and it'll just thread right in without the need for nuts. Bolt, and it goes in super nice. Do 3 more of these. So here's what I think we can expect. Here's the new fan. It's got a good airflow going, but it's pretty quiet. Let's see, here's the old one. You can hear the difference. Now because the new screw is a little fatter than the old screw, it won't just fit into this hole, so I'm going to have to ream those out real quick. Oh, I reamed out the hole just a little bit. It's nice. Slides very well.